Hi, and welcome to the Daily Line, BetRepublic.com. I'm Jarvis Symes. With me, Greg Dempson. We are getting bombarded by the basketball. We've got some NIT, NCAA. We've got a hockey pick for you as well. March Madness show went up at the site at Bet Republic as well. Greg, you had 6 picks there. Lots of big basketball time going on.
Yeah,
right
now. It's one of the picks, by the way, starts. Check the show. It starts tomorrow morning, and we're going to recap that selection here as well. It's an official selection on the final 64, the main tourney.
The main tourney. Now let's get to one of the NIT games that's going on Wednesday.
Tonight.
We've got Nevada and Wichita State. Wichita State laying 8.5 points. For a total, we got a 143.5. Craig, what are you seeing?
Well, the first thing I liked here, Jarvis, is I made the line around 5 points. And it's not a neutral site game. A home team is Wichita State. These games,
which is true in all the NIT first round games.
All the NIT first round, second round. When they get, I think it's the quarterfinals, they move over to Madison Square Garden. But I still thought the line was a little high here. Nevada traveling here. I like them in this spot. We've got a nice system here. You play against the home team, Wichita State, after scoring 60 or less points against a foe. After a combined score of 155 or more points in 2 consecutive games, Jarvis, by playing against the favorite. The system's 143 and 82, 64% ATS the last 5 seasons. As I said, I think the line should be 5, at the very most 5.5. It opened at 8. It's moved up to 8.5. I'll take the 8.5 points, and we have an official selection on this game on Nevada plus 8.5 points.
So the popular vote is going the other way. Greg likes the dog, and you're getting more value. Nevada plus 8.5, Greg's first selection. Over to the main event, as we should say. Thursday morning,
event.
It starts going at 12:20 Eastern time. One of the early games going, one of the first games actually going off Thursday morning is BYU in Florida. BYU's laying 5 points. The total is 146.5, Greg. This is a West Region game. We talked about this game on the show. You like the fave in this game, laying the points.
Yeah, I think it's the only favorite I picked so far, Jarvis.
I think
the game's
you're right.
played in Spokane. Travel-wise, 12:20 Eastern, a longer trip for Florida than BYU. BYU is from a lesser conference, and they are the higher seed, and they're favored. It opened at 4, went to 5 points. They're playing the Gators. I was surprised the Gators got in and were seated as high as they were. They are playing from a tougher conference. I just thought they were a bubble team. They lost 3 of their last 4. They didn't look that good at the end of the season. BYU match up very well against this team. A very good matchup. They've got a player, Jimmer. We talked about him earlier on the program. Jimmer Fredette. He's that player. He's like an Evans Turner. I think he can carry this team. I really do like BYU minus 5 points in this game. So we have an official selection on this contest. Take the Cougars from BYU minus 5.
You get BYU early at 12:20 Eastern time. With the best of luck, everything goes our way, Greg. We're sitting at 1-0 with the earliest game of the tournament.
Hopefully, yeah, because when we're talking to you again here tomorrow, this game will have been well on its way and perhaps finished. You should maybe mention we'll have an early show tomorrow, too.
Yeah, we will be doing an early show on the BetRepublic.com at the Daily Line. March Madness shows are up, but we're going to be doing more. There's still some hockey going on, just 3 games, but I've got a selection tonight in the NHL wanted to share with you. Calgary, backs are against the wall. Playoff hopes are fading fast, but they are going into Colorado tonight, playing in a mile-high city. Avs have owned the Flames so far this year, 4 straight wins, all by the exact same score, 3-2. Flames brought a lot of guys in to try and help the offense. It's kind of sputtered the last few games. They've scored 1 goal. Power plays 0 for 13 in the last 4 games. But they're going back to Vesa Toskala, who was brought in recently from Toronto in the trade. And one thing we've seen in Toskala's first start this year is a hard effort from the Flames. They scored 5 goals on the road in Minnesota. Not an easy place to score as well. Anderson had the night off for Colorado. They're playing it back-to-back. I like this game having some scoring, Greg. What kind of numbers did you see on this?
Well, you know, like I said, kind of the under with the projected score on a data program. But I agree with you here, Jarvis. I like this game to go over. If you play a road team over, the total applies to Calgary. They're playing with triple revenge. They've been beaten 3 times in a row by the Avalanche. And if this road team has a winning percentage between 45 and 55%, if you play the game over, 91 overs, 50 under, 65% to the over the last 5 seasons.
65%. Now, we saw the Avs go 5-3, 5-3, back-to-back wins so far. Their last home game against Florida was 3-0. I think things are going to open up with the Flames coming in. They obviously have to try and get some offense going. I've got this spot looks like a spot for for the game to go over as well. I like basically Colorado to loosen things up a bit. Anderson was off the other night. He should be back in net. With Toskal in, I think the offense could be going. I play official selection on Colorado, Calgary to go over 5.5. Greg, recap your 2 college plays for us.
Recapping the 2 plays tonight in the NIT, I like the dog, Nevada, plus 8.5. They're on the road at Wichita State. And tipping off the big dance tomorrow, 12:20 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:20 Pacific Time. I like the BYU Cougars tomorrow, -5 points. Both of those are official selections.
Guys, March Madness time is here. I've got one hockey play tonight. Colorado Flames over 5.5 goals. But as I was saying, March Madness is here. Join us at BetRepublic.com. We're going to be covering this tournament from start to finish. We've got all the plays, all the selections. Greg's got 6 plays up. Go by the site. You can check out the March Madness show. It's posted there for you right now. For all of us at BetRepublic.com, thank you for joining us. It's been our pleasure. My name is Jarvis Symes.
And I'm Greg Dempson.
We'll see you next time.